Nastacia Nicolette, and welcome back to my channel.
Summertime in Atlanta, the hottest, so they probably be showing they body. About time I done got me a hottie. FAQS fine and I'm about mine. I go outside, sneaker call on my shawty. Good girl, but I love me a.
If you guys are new here, hey, I'm Nastacia. If you guys are returning subscribers, hey y'all, how you doing? In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how I can install this wig. If you guys like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Please leave me a comment and make sure you subscribe to my channel, and let's get into the install. Okay guys, so the first thing you want to do when starting to install your wig is obviously the bald cap or the stocking cap method. What I like to do is, honestly what you should always do, is push your edges back so that none of the glue, whichever actual hair glue you use to put on the wig, gets stuck in your hair, because you don't want to end up losing your edges trying to look cute. So just brush them edges back and then proceed to put on the stocking cap. And the gel I like to use to push my edges back is Gorilla Snot glue. It just works better with my natural hair. Okay guys, so next you want to put that stocking cap on your head. You want to bring the cap all the way down to your eyes. A lot of people poke holes for their eyes, but I have on lashes and that hurts me, so I just bring it all the way down to the top of my eyelid. After that, you want to Got2b glue spray, or you can use the regular Got2b glue, the regular one in the liquid bottle. Whichever glue you want to use, go ahead and use it. And you just want to spray that on the perimeter of your hair. For me, I do this to ensure that the other harsher glue doesn't get on my actual edges when putting on the wig. And y'all, I just want to clarify, I'm talking about hair glue, not no Elmer's glue or not no extreme glue, whatever else glue there is. I'm talking about hair glue only. So don't be talk about Nastacia told me to put glue in my hair. I said hair glue. Okay, enough of disclaimer. I usually spray 2 to 3 layers of the Got2b glue spray before it gets hard enough for me to cut it. And then you just want to make sure that glue is dry before cutting it. First, you want to cut yourself some holes around your ear. This is just to ensure that the stocking cap stays in place around your whole head. After that, you just want to cut it as close as possible to the shape of your head or your edges. To ensure I get all of the little bits and pieces from the edges and that the stocking cap lays flat to my skin so that my install looks natural as possible, I'm going to use a razor to cut away all those little bits of stocking cap left around my edges. And then I'm going to use the Got2b glue liquid this time to really make sure that stocking cap melts into my skin. Okay, so here guys, I'm using that liquid Got2b glue to really press the lace into my skin to give it that seamless and really melted look. And yes guys, I know I'm using the edge of a toothbrush to do this, but I ran out of sticks, so you just gotta use what you got sometimes. And guys, you can use a cotton ball or a cotton pad like I'm using, and you just want to get some alcohol and wipe off the excess glue around your edges. Before you actually glue the wig down on your head, you guys, you want to make sure that the stocking cap is not going to be seen on that wig. So here you see me just putting on the wig real quick, testing it out, seeing if I need to cut some more of the stocking cap or not, because once you put that glue down, it's over. You're going to be able to see the stocking cap under it. So make sure you're testing it out before you glue it to your head. After that, I just use a foundation that is closest to my skin color as possible. I use the foundation I actually use on my skin. It's the Maybelline Fit Me foundation in color 338. And y'all, if y'all are my skin color, get this foundation. I have never used a different foundation. This is like the best foundation ever. So you're just going to take that foundation and put it all over your stocking cap so that when you put on the wig, it gives it a more realistic look and looks like an actual scalp. After I put my makeup on, I put on the first layer of glue. I use the Ghost Bond glue, you guys. Honestly, it's not the best glue. It does leave a lot of residue to me when I'm taking off my wigs, but I need to find some better glue, and until I do that, I'm going to be using this one. I put one layer of glue first, and then I put the wig on my head just so it can kind of melt to it a little bit. I don't put my scarf on or anything on this first step. I then do one more layer of glue just to make sure the wig stays on my head while I'm still fixing it. So after I put the second layer of glue on my head, I then put the wig down just to let it kind of stick to my hair while I'm going through and seeing how much of the hair off my ear tabs I need to cut off and seeing what else little things I need to do. I go in and I make sure everything is right with the wig first, and then I cut off my ear tabs to make sure it lines up with my whole head. And guys, you see me separating some of the hair out of the way before I cut off the rest with the ear tab. It's because I like sideburn edges, so I'm getting the hair that I'm going to use as my sideburn out of the way so I don't accidentally cut it when I'm cutting off my ear tabs. Okay, you guys, so now I'm just using my hair clips to really get that excess hair out of the way so I don't accidentally cut it when I'm cutting off my lace. After I cut the lace, and guys, when you're cutting this lace, I do cut it down the middle with scissors, and then around the perimeter I use a razor, just because when I do the scissors I have to make sure I put my hand in a zigzag motion, and I'm lazy, I just don't want to do that. So I just use a razor because it's easier, automatically cuts in zigzag motion. After you cut the lace off, you're going to notice that those first 2 layers of glue that we put on did not melt the lace all the way. So what you want to do is take a little bit more of that glue and put it on those pieces of the lace that's coming up. And then you want to take your scarf. I take a silk scarf, but you can use any scarf you want, and really just lay it on the edge of that lace to make sure it's melted into your skin. Here guys, I'm just using my comb to press my lace into that glue to give it that melted look. So you guys, you want to put this scarf on your head for at least 15 minutes, or honestly until you get a headache and you can't take it no more, because that's usually what I do. After that, I take my scarf off. It was a little bit of lace that was honestly not to the color of my face because I do have a tan. I just went in with my summer foundation color, you guys, and put it around the lace where it was like that lightish color. And on the camera, you can pick it up real good, but in person, it really wasn't that bad, but it still wasn't usually how my wigs look, so I did go ahead and put it there. After I make sure everything is laid and slayed, it's time for me to do my edges. And you guys, I am a dramatic girl. I love big things, dramatic things, and my edges is no different. I love my big, swoopy, dramatic edges. So I plan out how I want my edges to look. This is completely up to you guys. You can follow my method if you like your edges how I like mine, but this is completely up to you how you like your edges to look. So I just map them out. I make sure they're even on both sides. I then hot comb the rest of my hair that's not my edges out of the way so I don't accidentally cut them off. And then I hot comb my edges down just so they can lay better when I'm ready to swoop them. They were a little thick, so I went in with my tweezers and just squeezed some of that hair out. Did not go crazy at all. I just tweezed a little bit. When cutting your edges, you always want to start at the top and cut down in a diagonal pattern. And I always like to use a razor because scissors cut too uniform and too straight for me. And then I used my flat iron to swoop them up. I know a lot of people like to curl them down, but I curl mine up. I just think that when you're using the mousse to lay them down, they just lay down so much better than flat ironing them down. And I do like to have pretty long sideburns, so that's how I do my sideburns. If you want yours like mine, you're gonna cut them at a diagonal angle. So you start higher, and then as you go down to by your ear, you want to get lower so that it's that dramatic swoopy effect. And I do only like two edges, kind of. I like the big swoop at my two temples and then the ones at my sideburns at my ears. I used to do the little one in the middle. Sometimes I still do that. Just for this wig, I wasn't going for that look. And the products that I use for my edges is the Nairobi mousse. Y'all, I swear by this mousse. Even when I'm doing my braid outs with my real hair, I use this mousse. This mousse is like hands down the best mousse ever. I love it so much. After I swoop it on the first time, I usually spray it with the Got To Be Glue actual spray one, just to make sure that it really stays there all day. And y'all here, I'm just looking at my wig and I'm just feeling myself a little bit because honestly, this sleigh came out so good. And my hair was already curled. If you guys go watch my previous video of how I curled the hair, it was already curled from then. So here, I'm just really styling it how I want it. And I decided to do a side part. and now I'm just hot combing the hair down a little bit because it was kind of bulky when I did that side swoop, so I'm just laying it down. And then I recurl my bang a little bit just so it's, you know, a little bit more uniform, a little cuter. Okay, you guys, this is the finished look. I just went and like put some makeup on my face because I'm actually supposed to be going somewhere, and I changed into my outfit that I'm wearing. So yeah, you guys, this is the end of my install video. I hope you guys liked it. If you guys have any questions, just make sure you comment below. I'll do my best to answer them. And if you have any suggestions on how I can make my next install video better, leave them in the comments for me too. Please like this video and make sure you subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.
Love the girls, I love the girls. Swear to God, a nigga feel like every day get another girl. I love the girls, I love the girls, I love the girls. Yeah. I stay under the influence, so all of my babies assuming that I be out acting a fooling.